Hi, Cheryl Cook here. I said I'd share with you the secret that 7 and 8 figure business owners use to achieve the kind of success that they have. And before you go off and poo-poo this idea, I want you to try it. If you're the kind of person who says, oh, that'll never work, hopefully you'll just click off this video and go entertain yourself some other way. But if you're interested in really trying some things that other folks have found actually work, and this is not just women, not just men that use this, both men and women, mentors of mine, 7 and 8 figure mentors of mine, have used this technique to catapult their business. So also get a pen and paper because I want you to jot a couple of things down. I'm going to give you some starters on this as well. But the technique that they use to actually catapult their business to 7 and 8 figures is they use journaling. Now, I'm not talking about the kind of, dear diary, my day was, and venting, like some people do in writing things down. This is really focused journaling. And I recommend you get a binder, some kind of journal that you can write it in all the time. And, I don't really care if you write it down on paper with a pen or if you actually do it electronically. Either works. But it's the articulation that you have to go through when you're writing something down or typing something out. It's formulating the answers to the questions you're posing that actually help you create better results. It'll get you, it's a little bit like that right brain we talked about doing some work for us, but it's actually when we have to articulate the answers to questions, we come up with such better answers. So here's a couple of questions that you can ask yourself to start with. So let's say that you're reflecting on the past week. So I want you to ask yourself what went really well this past week. Or if you're thinking about a product launch or something like that, I want you to think about what went really well with the product launch. The second question I want you to ask is, what are all the possible reasons that I might not have gotten the outcome I wanted? What are all the possible reasons I might not have gotten the outcome I wanted? And I encourage you to not just write down a few things, maybe 5, 10, but go to 15 if you can, and even 20 is even better. And let's say we were evaluating a product launch that we did. This is not about, it's not about writing down things like, well, the reason it didn't go the way I wanted was all those people that I contacted were jerks. That doesn't get you anything. In fact, this goes to taking 100% responsibility for everything that goes on in your business. So, some answers for, maybe a product launch that didn't go quite as you wanted it to was maybe it didn't reach the right people. Maybe it wasn't at the right time. Maybe the links weren't clear. Maybe the button that they were to click on was not obvious to folks. Maybe the colors on the website weren't appealing. It could be, a variety of things. But you begin to write these things down and, hey, I just got through a half a dozen of those. But as I begin to think about more and think about what I did, I can begin to think about a lot of different things that might be reasons why it didn't go as I expected. Now, obviously, you don't stop there, because successful business owners are the ones that take action. Successful business owners are ones that learn from what they did. In fact, it's a little bit like I always say, women never get lost when we're going somewhere. We just change where it is we were going, That's my joke anyway. But the thing with entrepreneurs is, it's not so much about the failure and in fact, we may or may not even use that word. It's just, we tried something and we didn't get quite the results we wanted. So what did we learn from that and what can we do next? So that's what you want to take from that whole list of things that you made in answer to what are all the possible reasons I didn't get quite the outcome I was looking for. Take all of those answers. You may not act on all of those. You may investigate one at a time and see what you can tweak. Just tweak one thing to see if you can get it going in a different direction. So that's the secret of 7 and 8 figure business owners. that they use that virtually 98% of other business owners do not. This has been helpful to you, and you'd really like to maybe have a conversation with me about what you could do, what obstacles might be holding you back. Maybe you've tried some of these 4 simple steps. You know, anything that's simple to do is also simple not to do. So I work with folks to help them be accountable. I'm not a drill sergeant at all, but I help you be accountable. And if it would be helpful to have a conversation to figure out what's holding you back, I would love to be that person that you call on to chat about that so that you can have your best year yet. I encourage you to click on the link below. It'll take you to a spot where you can actually reserve some time where you and I can talk on our calendars. And I'd love to see you having your best year yet. This is Cheryl Cook, the Business Growth Coach. Here's to your success.